Have you ever noticed how conversation is like a flame? Um, where you have to stoke it? Like, you'll be talking to somebody, and you'll know when the natural end of a conversation comes. You have nothing more to say on a particular topic, and it just kind of dies out, and then you guys end up sitting there going, yeah. And then it's like a timer. It's like anytime you're having a conversation and you pause, a timer starts. It's like, I think it's about 5 seconds, and or it could be shorter than that, to be honest. And it's like, the closer you get to that 5 seconds, one of the two people is gonna go, whoa, I better get going, I got this, that, whatever, and try to end it. I was just thinking about that. That's how it is with my dad. I call him, like once a month. Recently, I've been, trying to call him more. It's actually Father's Day today. I called him, and usually it's like, dude, it's like the exact same every time. I think we talk probably for like an hour, or like, I don't know, probably like an hour and 30 minutes exactly every single time. I would say less than 2. And every time we talk, it's just like, boom, we start talking, it erupts into conversation, whatever, back and forth. And then after the exact same duration of time, every time we talk, it's like the timer has just run out. And sometimes, and I could feel it. I was on the phone with him. I think he actually started to initiate the, the cutoff. Like, I could feel it every single time there was a pause. I could feel it creeping up, and then I would think of something else to say. What the fuck? Oh! I got this nasty ass black shit on my leg. I think that's it smells like soil. Like straight. I think that's mold or bro. This is nasty. And I just cleaned out my car. I'm about to sell my car. I just cleaned it out. I have no more napkins in here or anything. This is fucking amazing. Unbelievable. Well, shit. Fuck. Well, anyway. I gotta talk loud because it started raining. I was thinking about that while listening to a podcast. I was listening to the Joe Rogan, like Justin Gaethje podcast. And I noticed, bro, how I've probably listened to maybe thousands of podcast episodes in my life. And I've never ever in my life have I listened to a podcast episode where the two people just ran out of things to say. And like, you would think that would happen at some point, because not everybody's a professional, not everybody like has things to say. Like, Joe Rogan is a good conversationalist, and he's been doing the shit for like 20 years. But bro, everybody has a podcast now, and I listen to random ones by different fucking whatever comedians or whatever the case may be, or just random dudes. It's like, how have I never once in my entire life stumbled across a podcast where it was just two dudes and like 45 minutes in, they just have nothing to say. And you're just like doing whatever, listening in your headphones, and you just hear, oh, da, 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 oh, da, da, da. Yeah. Well. And that's it. It's just like 15 seconds of silence. Like, why have I never heard that? That would be funny. Dude, I posted like a 36-minute yap on my TikTok. I just turned on my camera and I started talking about shit. I didn't know it was gonna run that long. And then I checked my TikTok just now, or like I just opened it, and then some dude commented. He said, "I'm not gonna watch a 36-minute yap, bro." And that comment pisses me off because I don't expect you to. Why are you commenting? Bro, you, instead of scrolling, took time out of your day to tell me that you're not gonna watch the video that you're commenting on. That is so useless. The thing I was saying about conversation reminds me of something that was said, I think it was either the Theo Von or the Bill Burr podcast. I think it was the Bill Burr podcast. I haven't listened to that in years. And there was some old comic from Boston. And he said that the human laugh has a perfect rhythm, like the engine of a car. And that is so beautiful. Like, I think about that sometimes when I laugh, or when I hear somebody else laugh. It has a rhythm like the engine of a car. Like, dude, that is so true. It's like when you hear somebody laugh, when you hear somebody genuinely laugh, it's not like ha 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 ha. It's not like, no, it's not like that. It's because it's involuntary. It just kind of, it bounces and it rolls, and it's like, it like ricochets off of itself. Dude, ever since I heard that, like, laughter has a perfect rhythm. It has a rhythm like the engine of a car. Like an engine, bro. Ever since I heard that, I can't hear laughs the same way. It's really, it's like, it's really something beautiful and organic. But anyway, I think this is the old backpack that I used to use for urban exploration. So let's see what's in here, bro. This is like a time capsule into when I was way newer into this shit. Walmart crowbar. Oh, this is the bag that I got arrested with. I got arrested with this bag on federal property. I had a whole Fed case. I think the case might still be active. I don't actually know. I know they said they were gonna drop the charges. I got like a deferment. They were gonna drop the charges if if I didn't get into any more legal trouble within a certain time period, but I forgot when the time period was. But I haven't gotten into any more trouble, have I? I did actually. Fuck. But I didn't get convicted though. Oh, am I going to prison? Holy shit. Dude, am I gonna go to fucking prison? Dude. Ah! Ow! Oh, fuck. That was... Okay, that was definitely after that. I'm trying to figure my shit out. Dude. So, yeah, I went to court for it. And, they told me... Yeah. Fuck. They told me, oh, you're gonna come back on this date or whatever. Or I think it was like a 6-month deferment. If you don't get into any trouble in the next 6 months, it'll be dropped. If not, we'll go forward with the case. And I technically did get into trouble. I had another case, but I beat the case. I had no conviction. I didn't plead guilty, and I didn't have a conviction. I just had to do community service. So can they punish me on the deferment for just having a run-in with the law, even though I can say I was innocent? They might be able to, because the deferment, it's not like, oh, don't get any. It's just like, it's like a nice thing. It's not a thing that they have to do. It's because it's not, don't get into trouble or we're gonna punish you. It's, don't get into trouble or you're gonna come back and then you're gonna go to trial. I could still plead innocent at that point, but it's just like, you know, it's just like, if I get into trouble, then I have to actually go to trial for the crime. Oh, shit. But the paperwork they gave me, they wrote a date on it that didn't make sense. It was something with the date and the year, but the date didn't make sense. It was like back in time. I think they wrote the wrong month, or they wrote the wrong year, because the date didn't make any sense. Like it had already passed. And I called about it. I called the courthouse about it, I think multiple times, trying to clear it up. And then, yeah, it was just like nobody was helping me. I tried to resolve it and nobody was helping me. So I never found out. I never found out when I was even supposed to go back to court, because they told me, like, oh, we're gonna give you a date. You're supposed to come back here, but if you complete the deferment, you'll get an email from the secretary, fucking whatever. From the prosecutors, from the U.S. Attorney office. You'll get an email telling you, oh, it's resolved, your court case is canceled and you don't have to come in. I never got that email. I got an answer, or like figured out what date they even wanted me to come in, because they fucking wrote the shit wrong. And I didn't realize until just now that I had a run-in with the law afterwards, because the run-in that I had, it wasn't even, and I actually went to jail. I actually went to jail. But the run-in that I had wasn't Urbex related. And this whole time, every time we go to hit some shit, you know, and it's like a risky. If it's too risky of a mission, I'll be like, man, I can't do it. I'm on deferment. I'm on deferment right now. It's basically like saying I'm on probation, right? I can't be fucking around. I can't be getting too risky. I still hit bandos every day of the week, bro. But it's just, normal shit, like calm shit. It's not, not like, I'm in Chicago. Not the chop shop, or, if you know about that spot, or, I don't know, what's something else that's popped, or like Chicago Place or something. It's nothing like that. Anyway, Door Jimmy, or like something I bought at Goodwill that I thought I could use to open a door. I mean, I could, but I just never tried it out. Bolt cutters that don't work for fucking shit. Do not get what are these 12-inch bolt cutters. You have to get, what is it? I think the 18. I think the ones I have are longer. 8, 12. What is it? Is this one? Get the 18 inches at least. I believe if you get the 18 inches or whatever's the next size up from this, believe it or not, they're small enough to fit in a backpack. You can fit a big ass pair of bolt cutters in a backpack and just stuff it in like diagonally, like one it's going to be in the corner here and the corner up here, going like that, and it actually will kind of act like a frame for the backpack. This doesn't do shit. It'll probably cut through chain link. That might even be tough. This doesn't do bullshit, bro. Waste of money. Also, just FYI, cutting through chain link is surprisingly silent. It's like very quiet. It's not loud at all. And that was surprising for me. Oh my god. Ball knowledge. I'm the only one who's onto these. Football. American football receiver gloves. These are sticky. You know how like goalie gloves are sticky, but goalie gloves are huge and they got the padding and shit. These are sticky so you can pitch the football. They're also whatever about the thinness and the material. These are touch screen. These are completely touch screen compatible. I don't even think they're advertised as such, but they work. Hold on, like I'm pausing my shit, or I can turn my shit. See? And what's good about these is, so number one, they're touchscreen, which is underratedly important. Number two, they're thin. They're tactile. You can move your hands, and they're actually, they're not like bulky ass, loose ass gloves that are slipping on. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to use your fingers. And number three, the grip. The grip is insane, bro. Because this is one level up from rubber. These are literally designed to be sticky. Something like this. This is grippy. This is gonna be your typical Urbex glove. This is good. Just thin cloth back, flexible, solid rubber on the palm. These are good. These gloves, actually, you can get these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. You can go to Dollar Tree and actually get some decent gloves and a decent flashlight for $1.25. They also have, Dollar Tree has a lot of stuff that you would not expect. But these, bro, if you're trying to climb up a metal pole or something like that, these are just amazing. Like, I can't say anything. They're so sticky that dirt, you can't even see that well. Dirt actually accumulates on them over time. And you kind of have to wash them, which is but they are a little bit fragile. As you can see, there's a hole in the palm, and a tiny tear right here. So these definitely don't offer any protection, but you're not really looking for protection out of your gloves anyway, because you should be, it's like, yes, from like directly, you know, contacting things, but as far as something that's going to actually puncture, like, gloves are not really giving you protection. If they were thick enough to give you real protection, you wouldn't be able to move your hands, and you should be looking where you're putting your hands anyway. So, but yeah, I wouldn't say that these are the absolute best, because number one, they don't have traction, and so I can't ever remember a time where I slipped in these. But I feel like if this was wet and something else was wet, another smooth surface was wet, these might not be good in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Also, the way they're sewn in on the fingertips is a little bit, I can get it a little bit weird, or a little bit, oh, they don't give you any warmth at all. That's the worst thing about these gloves. If you're trying to urbex when it's cold, you really don't have to worry about that unless it's like actual winter, which you do have to worry about here. I was urbexing with these, you know, outside, like while there's snow on the ground. So it's 20 degrees, 0 degrees, I don't fucking know how many degrees. I was climbing some scaffolding to get to the top of a church, and then I got on the roof of the church, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher spitting the truth and it hurts. Bro, what was it? Shoot, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, bro. And I got on the roof, and my hands were so cold, dude. My hands weren't even numb. They started hurting. My hands started stinging, like my fingertips. Dude, I could barely use my hands and they hurt. I could barely pull out my phone and use it, and then when I finally came all the way back down, climbing all the scaffolding back down, I was just going as fast as I could, like trying to get back to my car. So these have zero heat protection, even, you know, because it's breathable, like it's supposed to be athletic, you know. It's the opposite. They have these ones, the best gloves I've ever used. I picked them up at Home Depot. They are touchscreen compatible, and they're kind of like, they're more like this style, but they're, you know, like less bulky. And instead of solid rubber, it has little rubber dots everywhere. Just a bunch, like 1,000 little rubber silicone dots. So it has a really good touchscreen, the best touchscreen I've ever used in a glove, and it's super grippy, super flexible, super form-fitting. I love the. Oh, also, you need gloves that you can just be able to pull off, like, and that's with my mask too. If you get away, right? If you're doing, if you're getting into some shit that you're not supposed to be getting into, and let's say you run from the cops, you run from security, and you turn a corner, whatever, you need to be able to pull your mask off, pull your gloves off, and look like a normal person, right? And boom, if I'm, you know, I got my gloves on, maybe I'm running, turn a corner, boom, I toss my backpack, boom, I pull my mask off, boom, and now I'm, you know, if they catch me, or if the police are on you, you know, because of an alarm and they don't know what you look like, right? Like you're getting away, and they don't know what to look for, and they just catch you walking on the street, right, in the area, and they pull over. They're talking to you, but you don't have anything. You're not wearing any gloves. You're not wearing a mask. You don't have anything on you, so it doesn't matter. There's suspicions. They can't pin anything on you. You know, whereas, dude, if you're wearing like those gloves that has the Velcro strap on the wrist and the ones that got the the hard knuckles, so you can punch, or the mechanics, just the bulkier gloves, the ones that aren't stretchy cloth, you need these, dude. Those ones you can't pull them off. You need to be able to pull off all your shit in the blink of an eye. That's why I also wear a black shiesty. Don't wear no fancy, no fucking coronavirus N95 medical mask. No, I don't know, bro. Get the cheapest Chinese black polyester shiesty. The ones that it doesn't even have the fold here. It just has like the circle in the front, and you just pull it down, pull it up. Dude, though, oh, bro, I can pull my mask off in like 0.1 seconds, bro. Those ones are excellent. Like, I slide them over, it goes all over my hair instantly. The second I need to take it off, it's instant, bro. I'm like a superhero. Like, you know how like in the movies when Spider-Man or Deadpool or some shit takes their mask off, it just comes off of their head? That's how that shiesty is, and I love it. That's another rule, is just, I always toss all my shit, always. At the very first sign of trouble, I keep all my shit in a backpack, which I didn't do at the very beginning. I would pull up to a scene and I wouldn't take all my shit. I would only take maybe a couple tools that I need, but then I would be carrying shit. I would have like one tool in my pocket and then a crowbar in my hand, and then you have a flashlight, and it's like, you might as well just take all of your shit. Just take your backpack every time that has all your shit in it, because you could throw, if everything's in one pack, you could throw it, bro. You know, if I'm running, at the very first sign of danger, I don't know what's happening or what, dude, I'm splitting. First opportunity I see, I'm gonna toss it in a bush, and I can come back for it later. That's what I use this. That's what I bought this for, actually. Extending ladder. That was for a school. Dude, there's an abandoned school. We actually got arrested there, like trying to escape. But before we left, and we were dumbasses. We could have gotten. There's so many opportunities where we could have gotten away. We shouldn't have got caught. We were being fucking dumb. Like I made some mistakes that I will never repeat that day. But yeah, I tossed my backpack underneath a bush before I left, and we were running. Shit, we were running, and then the cops pulled up on us. They had their guns out. Get on the ground! And it was a whole thing. And I went back to that school 3 times. So I think I've been there 4 times. I went back to that school 3 separate times trying to get my backpack, I think it was this one. It was this one, or it was another one that I have that's broken now. I'm not sure. The first time, because the alarm sets off crazy easy. So first time we went, we got arrested, whatever. Then I went back. I went back and I tried to get in through a window, and the alarm went off as soon as I like went through head first, and as soon as I touched the ground inside, the alarm started going off. And then the second time I walked up and the alarm went off as soon as I stepped onto the lawn. Not even the front lawn, like the fucking side lawn. And then the fourth time I went back with this, and I went to the back of the school, and I extended the ladder up, and I got on the roof. I pulled the ladder up, put the ladder on the other side, came down into the courtyard inside the school where I had left my backpack, got my backpack, came back up, got my ladder, got back down, and went back out there. But it was nerve-wracking, bro. You gotta park far away. There's not a good inconspicuous parking space nearby, and I had to walk all the way there, carrying this big ass ladder, trying not to be conspicuous. Then I never know. I didn't know if the alarm was gonna go off when I'm setting the ladder up, when I'm climbing up on the roof, when I'm going down, when I'm walking around the courtyard. Dude, I was like, I was tripping, bro. But yeah, I got my shit back. This is also something. I think this is basically the same thing as this, but I just got this. I just got this because I thought it would be better, like a little bit. Yeah, like this is probably more practical. Damn, this is And then 2 screwdrivers. These are good. You rarely use these, but I have used them. Dude, one time it was Untouched Church. Oh my, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever done while urbexing. Dude, it was just like kind of like swinging. It had this mechanism, like this big metal door. It was on hinges or metal, a window. I climbed up on this electrical box and I got on the roof and I unscrewed the window from the hinges and from the frame, and I took it off, and I took the screen out, and then I got in through the window. And then I went downstairs and the alarm went off, so I had to run out. I didn't get to explore or anything, but it was so beautiful, bro. To this day, I've never broken a window. These are good. Don't carry full size ones. Get the little mini. Get the little mini nubby ones, because these are just not worth the weight. I've almost never used a screwdriver. That was one of the only times. I think I know I used a wrench. I used a wrench and a screwdriver for that window. And the last and least, this is a piece of shit. Wire cutter. This is maybe the first ever tool. My first ever urbexing tool. Actually, this and oh no, I had a different Hyper Tough crowbar, not the flat one. It's the small, square, whatever. But nah, this was my first ever urbexing tool because I didn't have the crowbar yet. My first ever tool. I used this to cut. The only thing I ever successfully used this for was I cut some barbed wire, and dude, I had to pull out like some World's Strongest Man level performance for that shit, bro. And it was actually, that was also like one of the coolest things I've done. It was this Bando police station, and we come up, and I like climbed. I climbed this really weird way over, and I got over the fence. But it was 2 dudes with me, and I guess they weren't gonna climb. They weren't gonna climb the same way, and one of them was a fat dude. Like I said, I don't think he could. So like I just got over first, and I was making it easier for him. So there's this one section of fence, like this wide, but it has barbed wire on top of it. All the fence got barbed wire. There's this one piece of fence like this, And so I went and I start snipping the barbed wire, and then on the other side, and then I cut, the piece out so that they could climb over that section of the gate. But dude, that was like, oh my yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever, I don't even know what I originally thought I would use this for. I think it was for fences, but I never, yeah, I think I only used it that one time, and then I tried to use it another time, but it didn't do anything. I don't know. Yeah, don't use this. My current kit is much better, but this is just what I had sitting in this random backpack, and you can see they were spray paint. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be going to prison. Well, I'm gonna be leaving the country too. I'm leaving the country in a little over 2 weeks. And when I come back, we'll see if the U.S. Marshal's waiting for me. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. Fuck, this is like it's like a horrible realization to have last minute, but I'm leaving Chicago tomorrow. I'm leaving Chicago tomorrow to go across the country, and then I'm leaving the country in 2 weeks. So I'm not gonna. It is what it is, bro. If I go to jail, I go to jail. Like, it is what it is. And now this is the part in the conversation between you and me where the fire is dying, and I don't have anything left to stoke it. So oh, would you look at the time? I gotta, yep.